Keyur, what are your thoughts? The clients you deal with over here, both on the mutual fund and the PMS side, out of the discussion we had so far, what is your view? What kind of CGR returns on a 3-year basis are still possible from this market, looking into already the run-up which has happened?
So actually, let me first explain the difference between a mutual fund and a PMS,
Sure.
right? So we get a lot of queries about difference between equity mutual funds and equity PMS. So first is, let me share with you all an interesting data that out of the total market cap of 150 lakh crore, we have around 20 lakh crore rupees in a way where investors are holding direct shares into their demat account. A lot of them are taking advice from their broking partners and executing trades on their own, but a large part of it, a large part of demat holding I am saying, is dormant. And when we meet such investors, what we do is we take the portfolio, we ask them since when they are holding, and we compare that stocks, that particular portfolio, along with the dividends and bonuses with our PMS and mutual funds. So what we have found out is, in most of the portfolios are not, the returns are not even beating the FDs. Forget benchmark. So my advice for that investors would be, if you want shares in your demat account, it's okay. PMS has the same facilities that you can hold shares in your demat account, but let the professionals manage it. So they will at least beat the market. There are few differences between mutual funds and PMS. See, both are managed by professionals, so both are good. I'm not saying one is good or one is bad, but there are some advantages and disadvantages of one over other. Talking about the mutual fund, actually it is a pool of vehicle, and depending on the past returns, there are inflows, and depending on the past bad returns, there are outflows, right? So a mutual fund portfolio on a day-to-day basis gets diluted or concentrated. Whereas in a PMS, what happens is, it is your individual demat account in which the shares are credited. So say for instance, you subscribe for a PMS today, your shares will be bought and credited to your demat account. After that, as many as investors come in and go out, it will have no impact on the stocks which you have bought at your buying price. So this is one difference. Second thing is, because a mutual fund is a diversified portfolio of 50 to 60 stocks, and PMS is a 15 to 20 high conviction idea portfolio. So definitely a PMS over a long period can outperform marginally over mutual fund. There is, because there are retail investors in mutual fund, there is some cappings on the stocks and everything, so by the regulators. So in a mutual fund, a fund manager cannot go beyond 10% of the overall allocation in a particular stock. So once it starts crossing 9.5%, the fund manager has to start trimming it, right? So in short, they have to sell their winning stocks. And this can lead at some times to a marginal loss, we can say reduction in the returns. Whereas in a PMS, what happens is there is no such capping. But generally, after crossing 15%, they start trimming it and they don't go beyond 20%. So this is second difference. Third difference is, because mutual fund is a diversified portfolio, there is a sector allocation which has been made in every sector, almost every sector, good sectors. Whereas in PMS, if the fund manager does not like few sectors, like the likes of pharma, Mr. Krishna Kumar discussed, in last 2 years, the pharma index itself is down by 20%, right? So in our recommended PMS, none of our recommended PMS, we hold pharma since last 2 years, 3 years. So this reflects to marginal alpha. One advantage mutual fund has over PMS is the taxation part. So mutual fund you buy today and you exit on 366th day, your returns, your gains are tax-free. Whereas in a PMS, if there are some profits booked before 1 year, you are liable to pay a short-term capital gain of 15%. And if there are any after 1 year, it would be tax-free. Having said that, let me share with you that at Mehta FinCon, whatever PMSs we recommend are having a average holding period of 3 to 4 years. So there are very less chances of short-term capital gain.